Last time we talked about CIA triads, balancing risk, and defense in depth. If you didn't see that video, go check it out. It's alright, I can wait. Such a good cup of tea. Today I'm going to talk about 3 different types of security controls: physical, administrative, and technical. First up, we have the physical security control. This could be anything from like a lock, to a fence, to even a security guard. This will prevent access to a physical or tangible asset in your organisation. This could be a room or server or anything like a safe. An administrative control is a policy or procedure written to define security controls in order to align an organisation to its security goals. Examples can include an acceptable use policy, password security rules, or even a bring your own device policy. Technical controls, also known as logical controls, are hardware or software mechanisms that protect your data or systems. This could be adding multi-factor authentication to any privileged user access, or segregating your networks using things like firewalls. The list goes on. These controls don't just appear from nowhere. They're based on our appetite for risk, and we write them and define them and implement them based on our risk management procedures. For example, we may want to prevent unauthorized access to customer data. This may translate into an administrative policy that defines that our database passwords are strong, secure, and are rotated regularly as per our password policy. It may also define additional security controls based on the risk to customer data. For example, all database credentials must not be shared, and any human access is done by unique, traceable credentials. However, this only protects our databases, so we may also want to consider all the other ways an unauthorized user could access customer data without permission. All of our APIs which access customer data must require authentication and validate that they have permission to access that data. In one swoop, we've now enforced in an administrative policy an authentication and authorization policy to ensure that our customer data is protected. This can then be translated from an administrative control into a technical control to ensure that information isn't accessible to the wrong people. If you're wondering what a good password policy looks like, I'm working on a video for it, so stay tuned. Also, I have a video that describes a best practice policy for managing your database passwords. There's no static passwords anymore, so go check it out. Hopefully it's clear we need to start thinking about our risks and then translating them into administrative and technical controls. But where do we start? It's a vast field, but don't let that put you off. I've got a couple of resources that will hopefully help with this. I look to our friends at NIST, the National Institute for Standards and Technology, for help. The catchily named NIST Special Publication 800-53, Security and Privacy Controls for Federal Information Systems and Organizations, will get you started. If you're using Amazon Web Services, the well-architected framework can be a source of inspiration, especially the security pillar. It talks about 7 design principles of security in the cloud, starting with identity and access management and ending in being ready for a security incident. There's a link to both resources in the description if you want to take a closer look. Thanks for watching. Now I'd like to hear from you. How often does security administrative controls in your organisation match up to the technical controls? Is security getting enough of a focus? And how far down the security journey are you? Let me know on Twitter or in the comments below. Until next time.